when you go to multiply radical expressions like this, you can really follow the same procedure you have used when you multiply any two binomials. Some people like to do FOIL, first, outer, inner, last, this distributing thing. What I like to do, you can see I already set it up, is I like to use the box method. Any of these processes will work. All you have to keep in mind is when you're multiplying radicals, you'll be multiplying numbers on the outside of the radical together, and you'll be multiplying numbers on the inside of the radical together. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what happens when I simplify this. By the way, do not type these in your calculator. You'll get a decimal, and decimals are not allowed. All right, so when I go to multiply, I'm going to do rows and columns multiplied together. So 4 square root of 3 times 3 square root of 2. Multiply the numbers outside together. 4 times 3 gets you a 12. And then multiply the numbers inside the radical together. So 3 times 2 gets you 6. So this first piece becomes 12 square root of 6. What you have to do is also make sure any of these individual pieces can't be simplified, because you'd want to if you could. Next up, 5 square root of 2 times 3 square root of 2 would be 15. Square root of 4. Now, I had just been saying, make sure you check to see if you can simplify any of these pieces. Square root of 4 hopefully jumps out to you because you recognize square root of 4 is really just 2. So this box becomes 15 times 2, regular 2, no more square root, or just 30. So this box actually does not have a radical left in it at all. It's just a 30. Let's do the bottom row. So then 4 square root of 3 times negative 6. Well, negative 6 is not in a square root. So multiply the numbers outside the square root together to get negative 24. And then that square root of 3 would just stay as is, square root of 3. And then same deal for this last box. Multiply the numbers outside to get negative 30. And square root of 2 just carries down. From here, you're going to look for any like terms that you have and add these together. Well, to be like terms, you need the same number inside the radical. And I can see all of these have different numbers inside the radical or don't have a radical. And so there aren't any like terms, so just start listing these. There's no real order to put these in. I guess when I do them, I like to put them from the biggest radical on down, but there's really no rhyme or reason to it. So 12 square root of 6 minus 24 square root of 3 minus 30 square root of 2, and then finally finish out with a plus 30. So there is my answer once I multiply those two radical expressions together. It's a horrible looking number, but there it is. There's my answer.